All right, Coach Weekly, you're headed out to Utah. How excited are you as a coaching staff to get this season underway?
Well, I'm really excited about this team. This is a team that's practiced really well, and the communication is good, and the chemistry is really good at this point, and a lot of pitching, and so we'll just see what happens. You know, we've got a tough early schedule, and we just get out there and get on the field.
What are you looking for in this first series? What are some key things you want to see happen for your team to start this season off?
Well, I'd like to see us hit a few more long balls this year. That's in our game plan. You know, we've always been a team that scores a lot of runs, but I'd like to see us hit a lot of long balls, and I think we're going to have a different path with our pitching this year. We've got 4 really good pitchers, and I think that we're going to use all 4 of them. In fact, I just told the kids we're going to start each one of our pitchers one game in the first 4 games.
Who do you think you're going to open with? Do you know yet?
Well, we know we're going to open with Southern Utah, which is a good team. We played them in Las Vegas a few years ago, and we just won by 1 run. But they've got a coach that played men's fast pitch, a pretty good coach, and they're just a stand up and hit the ball team, but with the air the way it is out there, you know, the ball flies. So we've got Southern Utah, and then we've got Idaho State, and then we've got Utah State, which was in the regionals last year. And then we've got BYU, which is the host team, and we're in the regionals the last 5 years. And then we've got Oklahoma State, who upset us here a couple of years ago. So it's a good opening season tournament.
You've got the next win would be number 800 for the program. Pretty exciting.
Hope we get it on Thursday.
You want to get that early, don't you?
I'd like to get that out of the way.
And then you mentioned the long ball. Melissa Davin ended up the season hitting very well, had a very good off season. How has she been looking in preseason?
She's a great hitter. I mean, we just had a contest out there hitting, and she hit 7 home runs out of 10. 4 of them were over the scoreboard. So she's got the ability, you know, but we'll see what happens.
Speaking of Melissa, playing first this season, last season contributed mostly outfield and DP. What do you expect from her from a defensive standpoint? Was there any trouble transitioning?
No. You know, she'll probably play first. Cheyenne Tarango plays first too. Cheyenne played first for the U.S. team. What our goal is going to be this year is to get the best 9 hitters on the field. That's going to be the key for us. The SEC is definitely all about pitching and offense. That's, you know, we led the nation in defense last year, and we still didn't win it all. You know, it's all pitching and offense.
Absolutely. Speaking of pitching, do you know specifically who's going to go each game, and is that pitching all 4 pitchers going to translate?
I do know, but I'd rather not say it now, you know, but I do know, yeah, it's going to go.
Do you expect to use the 4 of them throughout the season, or is this almost a test run?
We're thinking that the way they throw and the different styles, that, well, like when we play Alabama, they're a great hitting team. We may throw 3 pitchers at them in one game. You know, I mean, we may throw 4, whatever it takes. All of our pitchers, Erin Gabriel is the person that not too many people know about, but she played on the U.S. team at age 17, and she's got a tremendous rise ball. And our kids were just saying, oh my gosh, yesterday when it was breaking and everything, and a lot of different pitches, and she's throwing 65, 66, you know, so we've got a good staff. We're fortunate.
A healthy Raven Siobhan, how much different will that be this season?
I'll tell you what, she hit 7 out today too. I mean, remember her junior year, her sophomore year when she hit 4 home runs and they were critical? Yeah, she's hitting the ball really well.
Is a healthy Raven, is anybody else banged up or any little nagging injuries, or is everybody healthy?
Well, I think everybody's pretty healthy. I really do. I don't, you know, we don't have any major injuries, but you know, I mean, again, yeah, as far as I know, everybody's ready to go.
And they all survived the program, the military.
Yes.
You didn't lose anybody. That's impressive, isn't it?
I was very proud of them in that. You know, I'm a retired military officer, and some of the things they had to do were unbelievable. I mean, 4 straight hours, no rest, of calisthenics and carrying logs and carrying sandbags and carrying each other, and then 4 straight hours in the pool. It was pretty brutal, wasn't it, Stephen? I think you saw it. It was pretty brutal, yeah.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
Just a